How we doing?
Same, bro. You okay?
Yes, yes, we hear you loud and clear. How's it going?
Can you hear me good? Yeah.
Yes, yes. So we'd like to welcome Team Shellinz to Twitch
Yeah,
University.
yeah.
First off, first off, tell us where you're based at right now. Where are you based at?
What's good, people? I'm based in Manchester, UK,
All
representing Old Trafford.
right.
Big
And if
shout
I
out. Yeah,
if, if I recall correctly, you're a Manchester United fan. Is that accurate?
very much. Don't get it. Don't ever get that wrong.
So
um, Manchester, Old Trafford base. So yeah, Manchester United fan all the way. People in the comments, don't bother start. If you're not a United fan, I don't want to hear it. And I don't want to see that YNWA in the chat either. Get that out. Get that out of here.
so I'm a Liverpool fan, but we can put that to the side
Oh
right
my
now.
word.
Put that to the side for right now.
I would have said no if you would have told me that before.
Tell us, first of all, we always love to know, what does Team Shellinz mean and how do you get the nickname Stretch?
Right, you have to bear with me because I'm a bit nervous. I'm a bit nervous when it comes to interviews. Um, right. Stretch has actually been going longer than Team Shellinz. I've been DJing the Stretch name. I've had the Stretch name since I was about 13 years old. The Stretch name came from, I ain't gonna lie, just being tall. I'm the same height I am now I was when I was 13 years old. I was 6 foot when I was 13, and I'm
Wow.
still 6 foot now. So
Okay.
the name Stretch came from there. My surname is actually Armstrong, so I didn't actually know about the Stretch Armstrong thing until after that, which was kind of weird. I actually thought someone took my name, then I realized it was already there. Yeah, so the name Stretch I've had for since I was 13 years old. And Team Shellinz itself, Team Shellinz, a brand, has been running for, I could say, the past 8 years.
Mhm.
See, I'd say between eight and, yeah, I'd say about 8 years. I can't really put a date on it of the Team Shellinz brand, but I'd say about 8 years. It could be a bit longer, but I'd say between 8 and 10 years, the Team Shellinz brand itself has been going.
How did you, because you just celebrated your 10-month anniversary. Congratulations, by the way. Well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, 10 months on Twitch. Can't believe it myself.
It's crazy. How did you first find Twitch and what inspired you to start streaming?
How do we find Twitch? Well, I'll start with the streaming. Before Twitch and before lockdown, I've never streamed. I've literally never streamed. I've never streamed on Facebook. I've never streamed on Instagram. I've never streamed on any platform. The reason I started streaming because of lockdown, keeping people in the high spirits. I'm a DJ and a promoter. I was self-employed, but this whole pandemic took care of that. So the streaming really came into keeping people's spirits up. And obviously being a DJ, used to DJing every weekend, I'm literally going from DJing every weekend or promoting some form of event to literally doing nothing. It was, we need to get on the stream. So we, as a group, we started streaming on Facebook. And 3 weeks into streaming on Facebook, Facebook shut us off completely. Facebook shut off my page. My Wi-Fi, my internet in my home wasn't working good. It's like they just sent something to my house, just completely locked us off. I don't know why, because there was so many DJs streaming on Twitch, on Facebook at the time. But as Team Shellinz, we were getting a lot of views. And obviously, you know about the copyright laws and everything, and they were just hitting us hard every week. So 3 weeks into streaming on Facebook, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the very last Sunday of that 3 week period, Facebook shut us off. And I thought I was going to lose my mind because it was the only thing that I had to hold on to as a DJ and to keep the people's spirits up. And it was literally like a club online. Like I said, I've never streamed before this, so it was kind of something new to me. And how I found Twitch, I'm not too sure if he's in the chat. If he's not in the chat, big shout to Gareth Tunes. Literally, a guy who I've never met before, never spoke to before in my life, sent me a message the day we got banned on Facebook. He said, right, if you give me 30 minutes of your time, I can put you onto a platform called Twitch.
Mm.
At that time, I was so angry that Facebook had done this to us. I didn't want to speak to anybody. So I literally just shut off that night and when I had a sulk to myself on the settee and just thought, right, what next? And then I remembered the message from a guy called Gareth. I'm not too sure if he's in the chat.
Yeah, he's there.
Is he here?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Big shout to Gareth Tunes if you're in the chat. If it wasn't for Gareth Tunes, you would have never seen us on Twitch. Wow. So a guy called Gareth, he's sent me a message on Facebook. Yeah, there he is right there. Gareth, big up yourself every time. Guy called Gareth sent me a message on my Team Shellinz page inbox and said, give me 30 minutes of your time. I can set you up on Twitch. Wasn't interested. The next day I thought, let me call back that guy. Called him, never met him before, never seen him before. He didn't know me, I didn't know him. He made his way to my house and started kind of working me through Twitch. I thought he actually knew about Twitch, but he's actually just found a site and thought, I need to get these guys on. So whatever we were doing on Facebook, it was uplifting people for this guy to come out of nowhere and say, you need to keep going. So we did a little, what's it called? Team Viewer. Mm-hmm. He set me up with a thing called OBS before Streamlabs. I set all that up on my Mac and started streaming from there. And then eventually came down to my house, realized I've got a PC. I said, oh, you got a PC? Let's transfer everything over to there. So that's literally how I got on Twitch. Didn't know nothing about Twitch, never heard of Twitch before. Literally knew nothing about it. It was all new to me. So yeah, that's how I got on Twitch, just like that. So once again, thanks to Gareth Tunes. If it wasn't for him, probably wouldn't be here today. So I owe him a lot. Yeah.
Shout out Gareth Tunes. Thank you very much for that, because we need Shellinz on Twitch. And you started on Twitch and like you were on fire from jump. How were you able to grow so fast? And tell us about your experience with Partner when you didn't even realize what that was.
Yeah, well, I'm sweating. I'm not even doing anything. I told you, I'm nervous. I'm sweating.
The stories, keep telling the stories.
Oh, I'm sweating, man. Right, sorry, what was that question? Sorry.
So like you got on Twitch and immediately you grew very fast. How'd that happen? And talk to us about how you found out you got Partner and didn't even know what that was.
Oh, yeah. Right. How we grew fast on Twitch. There was a group of us, I'm sure, for those who have been here from start. There was a group of us. Team Shellinz was 5 members. It's been 5 members. It was 4 members for a while, and then it became 5 members at the beginning of 2020. Mm-hmm. So it was 5 members. There was 5 of us who were involved in Team Shellinz when we first started streaming. And the reason we've had so much success on Twitch, and now with it just being myself, I've had so much success on Twitch. We literally brought our audience. So as I was saying to you, Facebook shut us off. I literally went under. I just didn't want to speak to anybody because I live and breathe music. My grandfather was one of the first sound system DJs in the UK in the 50s. So it's in my blood. I live and breathe music, and I literally can't do without playing music or doing something music orientated. So when we obviously spoke to Gareth, he told us about Twitch. We're thinking, how the hell are we gonna transfer our audience from Facebook? Everybody knows about Facebook to a platform nobody knows about. But I'm a promoter. I'm a stroke promoter, stroke DJ. It's my job to promote. It's my job to go out there and build something, whether it's a new platform, whether it's a new club. That's my job. I've always done that. So I thought, right, let's build a little flyer. I built a little flyer on my phone. It wasn't called a designer or anything. Let me put something on my phone. Let's make this Twitch page. I didn't know nothing about Twitch. I didn't know about bits. I didn't know about subs. I literally knew nothing. I knew nothing. All I knew is, can we stream? That's it. Can people see us? So we literally spent that whole week using every single platform we've got: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp messages. Everybody, we'll be back next week. We'll be back next week. Get onto this thing called Twitch. What is a Twitch? What is a Twitch? Listen, we'll explain to you after. Just sign up. Does it cost anything? No. If you've got a PlayStation, if you've got an Xbox, sign up to Twitch. So we was actually lucky. I've seen a lot of DJ stories, and I have to say we was actually lucky. I can't say it was just luck because we did put in the work.
Yes.
And like I said, I'm a promoter and I live and breathe promotion. So we literally brought all our following from Facebook to Twitch. So our very first stream, which was, if I'm right, it was the end of March, beginning of April. Our very first stream, because I've checked back the stats, we had 456 people in our very first stream on Twitch.
Wow.
Which at the time, believe it or not, I thought that was nothing. I'm like, oh, we had 1,000 people on Facebook. So to me, I'm like, we had 1,000. I think our very last stream on Facebook, we had 1,000 people in our last stream on Facebook. And the stream on Facebook, we were serving drinks. We literally turned it into a club. Who wants a drink? Bartender. Who wants some food? We're going to serve some food. Security. There's a fight in the corner. We literally treated our Facebook stream like the club, because that's all I know, the club. So we literally convinced the majority of our followers, our viewers on Facebook to join Twitch. So our very first stream was 556 people. And then our second stream was like 300 and odd people. And I've looked at the stats since we've gone on 10 months now and realized that we literally came here with a bang. Now, understanding Twitch and knowing what viewers are getting, I'm not getting 456 people in my chat anymore. But at the end of March, there wasn't the majority of the DJs that are on Twitch now were on Twitch. So looking back at it now, we actually came in with a bang. Whereas I thought that we lost a lot of our viewers because it literally halved from Facebook. So I linked with a DJ. I was on Twitch for a few weeks. I started seeing a load of DJs on there, but I was drawn to one particular DJ who doesn't really stream music anymore. He's a gamer. He's called DJ Enterprise. I will never forget this guy. I'm not too sure if he's on or if he's in here. Shout out DJ Enterprise from New York. I owe that guy a lot. I was watching him for a week, and I realized that he only had 9 people in his stream. And I'm like, why is this DJ so good? But he's only got 9 people. Why have we got so much? And he hasn't. I didn't understand that. So DJ Enterprise was the very first DJ we actually raided. We actually crashed his stream. I was watching him for a whole week, 2 weeks. And I'm thinking, wow, this guy's only got 9 people. Oh, he's got 10. Oh, he's got 7. And I've seen a lot of DJs with the 100s and the 200s, the 300s, but I got drawn to this DJ. To me, it just didn't seem happy. I didn't see music's supposed to be enjoyment. You're supposed to love playing music. I love playing music. And I didn't see the smile in his face. So I said, you know what? We're going to raid this guy. When I found out what raiding was about, we're going to raid this guy. I had to do some little discovering and little, research on raiding. And I thought, right, we're going to raid this guy. And we literally raided him, crashed his stream. I started to see the joy in his face, and that gave me joy. Because I'm like, we're literally bringing a DJ what's been on it. He told me that he's been on it for like a year at the time.
Wow.
And we just come on and we've got all these viewers. I wanted to pass my love to him. So we raided him first, and we literally started raiding him every single weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And he went from having nobody to having a steady stream. So me and him started speaking. As the month started getting on, me and him started speaking. I got this thing what came up and said, a week later, I got a thing came up that said affiliate. Didn't know much about it. He said, sign it, just sign it. All I seen was Twitch are going to take half of this and take half of that. But at the time, I'm not getting no bits or subs. We didn't know. I wasn't telling people to sub to my channel or to bits to my channel. Just come in and have fun. So he said, you need to fill this out. And then this is bits and this is subs. You need to get people subscribed to your channel. So literally, as I filled out the affiliate thing, the affiliate forms, boom, the next week, we're inviting you to the partner program. And I'm like, what the hell's a partner program? Now, this is the joy of coming on Twitch. Now, I see a lot of DJs now, their aim is to get partner. And I'm so glad that I joined Twitch without that aim, because I think it would have took the how can I put it? It would have took the fun out of what I came here for, because I didn't, like, obviously there's a lot of DJs now or before that what came on here knowing, oh, there's bits, the subs, you can make a bit of money. I did not know we can make money off Twitch. That wasn't my thing. We had a thing called money pull up, which is a thing. I come from the dancehall scene, so when you're playing at the dancehall events, money pull up, someone will come throw some money down, take the mic, pull up that song, they get to speak on the mic, say what they're saying, big up their crew, boom, money pull up. So when we was on Facebook, was like everyone was like money pull up in the chat. We was like, we're gonna get a money pull up button. Kind of didn't know what it was. When we got on Twitch, we heard that you can put a donation button on. It took us 3 weeks to even add that donation button, because I kind of felt like I'm gonna ask people for money. I've got too much pride. I ain't gonna lie. I've got too much pride to ask people for money. So we kept asking people in the chat. People were asking us in the chat, you need to have some form of donation. You guys have been, uplifting our spirits from Facebook. 3 weeks on Facebook, 3 weeks on Twitch. So we're 6 weeks in now. So we got a donation button and people started to donate, but we still didn't know about bits and subs. So it was DJ Enterprise. So basically, I got the affiliate form, filled that out. A week later, I got the partner form. So I think it was already in the making. I didn't know about why I got it, and then I realized 75 average. We're doing 300-400, still not knowing what this thing's about. And DJ Enterprise said, you better fill out these forms. I've never known anybody to get affiliate in the time that you've got affiliate. I mean, I've never known anyone to get partner in the time that you guys got the partner. So he literally had to scream down the phone and tell me to fill out these partner forms. So what he said, before I do that, you need to start getting people to sub to your channel, because it opens up emotes and everything. And that's when I started to get onto the emote stuff. And then we started to put that out there and people started to sub, filled out the form and got the partner. So I literally didn't know nothing about partner affiliate before I come here. So I'm kind of happy that I didn't. And so I could just concentrate on why I was here, and that was to play music. So yeah, that's my partner story. A bit crazy, but that's the truth of how we got partner. We got partner without even knowing what partner was. So that was the beauty of getting partner.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So yeah, amazing. That's the story. Crazy.
I want to go back to when you talked about promoting. A lot of people here who are coming over from Facebook or Instagram to Twitch have trouble bringing their audience over. You did a tremendous job doing that. What 3 or 4 tips would you give people now? What can they do to try to bring their large audiences over from a Facebook or an Instagram to Twitch?
Bringing the audience over. I've seen a lot of people using other methods. Like I see a few of the DJs I've linked with now. They have a thing on their Instagram and it will say live. But when you click on the Instagram, they're not live. It's just got a message saying we are live on Instagram. I personally have not done that yet. A few DJs have told me how to do it. I've never streamed on Instagram anyway, so I've never had the drive to bring my Instagram audience to Twitch, because I've never streamed on Twitch. Facebook, like I said, I've never streamed on Facebook before that. But I'll say, to bring your audience over, I think it's just a better platform. It doesn't restrict you. How I went about it is promoting. So literally hitting people every day. Switch to Twitch, switch to Twitch, switch to Twitch. We even got an emote for it. I'm not saying I invented switch to Twitch. Not saying that at all. But we did get an emote. We did get an emote saying switch to Twitch. And I think it was just letting people know this is a better platform. They can get to see us longer. They're not going to get shut off, because that's what was happening on Facebook. They can get to see us longer. They can get to interact with people from around the world, where on the other platforms I wasn't really interacting with people around the world. It was mainly the UK. So I'll say any advice is just it's kind of convincing your audience that this is the place they want to be. And I think that's what we had to do. It was very hard for us to like I know Twitch is big in America. Twitch is not big in the UK. So it was very hard for us to convince people in the UK to join something that they never heard of. But we convinced them that we're gonna get the same vibes, you're gonna get that same energy. If you were missing the vibes or the energy on the other platform, you can get more of the energy here. Also, it was all about the emotes as well. We have our own emotes, so you can be literally in the chat spamming our emotes and feeling a part of it more than being in on another platform. So, like I said, I'm a promoter at heart. Like I'm a promoter stroke DJ. So I just kicked in promoter gear. Let me get a flyer made. Let me build this like a nightclub. And like I put on a lot of events. So straight away I'm like, right. Soon as we streamed, our very first weekend we streamed was what I'm still doing today. Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. We named them. The Uptown Lockdown Friday, the Isolation Party on Saturday, Shellinz and Chill on Sunday. I love reggae music and slow jams. So we literally had a format, and how I brought them over was literally saying, this is your club night now. This is your Friday night. This is your Saturday night. This is your Sunday night. There's no clubs open. We're literally going to party. I'm going to bring the party to your living room. We're going to bring the party to your living room. And it's a better platform to have on your telly, on your area. And literally that is what method we use. And I think that's a method I think every DJ out there or every streamer should use. Obviously telling the family and friends, but letting them know that there's no clubs, there's no nightlife at the moment. I can literally bring that nightlife to you on a daily or a weekly basis. And I think that's the advice I would give. Letting your audience know you're here, even if it's a little flyer, letting them know you can make the flyer yourself. I started off making the flyers myself, to calling my designer to say, right, I know you're not really working, but I need a flyer for this, I need a flyer for that, and that's kept him in work as well. So yeah, I think it's letting all your audience know, using every single platform you have, whether it's WhatsApp, whether it's text message, to let your people know this is where you are. And the more people will come over, the more people will hear about it. And then obviously you start building a relationship with other people on Twitch. So yeah. Hope that's enough information for.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, that's good info. Got to shout out some people. I think you pronounce this Zara Abib. Thank you for the follow. K by the River, thank you for the follow. DJ Vince Adams, thank you for those 1,000 bits. Appreciate you, sir.
DJ Vince Adams, big up yourself.
Yes.
Respect, bro.
Late Essence, I believe that's how I pronounce that. 100 bits. DJ Mellow Music, thank you for the follow. Vince, thanks again for the sub. Happy 6 months. DJ Acer, thank you for the follow. Twitch, you shout out. So shout out to you, DJ Pretty Boy Floyd Blue Halos. That's a lot there. Good stuff.
Big up yourself. Yes. North Carolina in the building.
DJ Guardian FS, thank you for the follow. DJ Subtext, thank you for the follow.
Shout out to my Shellinz family as well. See them all in there.
Thank you for the follow. Select the Jinx, thank you for the follow. Air Adam, thank you for those bits. My next question for you, if you could go back to when you first streamed, that first Twitch stream when you had over 500 people, and give your younger streaming self advice based on what you know now, what advice would you give your younger self? You got a hype train, so we'll keep talking while the hype train goes on. Thank you for those
hype train. Shout out to the hype train crew. DJ Blender, see ya. Big up yourself, bro. Right, sorry. What advice would I give myself from the first stream till now?
Yeah, and as you say that, I'm gonna shout out some people. Think about it. Let me think here. Lots of bits coming in here. Nerd Chris, thank you for the bits. Clarky2201, thank you for those bits. How do you pronounce this? Rachi, thank you.
DJ Rachie, that's the wife.
Thank
Rachie,
you.
Shellinz family. Yeah.
DJ Meek, thank you for those bits. Lee, thank you for the bits. DJ Pretty Boy Floyd Blue Halos, I love saying that. Thank you for the bits. Baby Doll, thank you for the bits. Thank you for gifting that gift sub. Vince Adams, Mark Oxford, thank you. Luscious99. How do you pronounce it? Simeono. Thank you for those. Thank you for the help. Sharina, thank you for those bits. Baby Doll, thank you for the bits. DJ Dominate, thank you for the bits. Thank you for that raid, sir. Also, Mimi Berry, White Tiger, Craft. Okay, keep going. We'll get to the rest of these. Keep going.
Right. So What would I tell my younger self when I first started Twitch? I would tell him. I would tell him that you've got a PC there. Why the hell did you try and squeeze everything on your little MacBook? If you go back to my first stream, I was using my MacBook to stream on, to use OBS, to play my music, and I literally had a PC. It wasn't the top of the range PC. I still got it right now. An i5. It was an i5 Dell computer. And what happened was when Gareth came and seen I've got a PC, he's like, wait, so you're cramming everything in? You got a PC? No, get everything on there.
Yes.
So I would tell my younger self when I first started Twitch, set everything up on my PC and do it that way. And maybe I would have, I don't know, maybe the first few streams would have actually looked better. Because when I'm looking back at it now, I'm literally got my face in the camera and it's all crazy. And there was a few of us when we started. Obviously, a lot of people have seen now that there's only me. There was a few of Team Shellinz when we started, and Team Shellinz is literally. Don't really want to go into too much detail, but Team Shellinz is literally withered down to me, which end of the day is my brand. I've put a lot into Team Shellinz, and I'm going to protect my brand at all costs. So I would just say I would have trusted myself a little, trusted in myself a bit more. I put in a lot of work, and a lot of people didn't see the background work. I was literally going bed at 5, 6, 7, 8 in the morning, and I think I don't know. I don't know what to say. I would say delegate a bit more, but I did try and delegate, and it didn't really work out. So I ended up doing a lot more on my own. So I would say I don't know. I don't know. What would I say to my first self? I don't know. Don't overdo it, because that's how I became ill.
Okay.
I ended up overdoing. I ended up going in, like, as you know, my streams are not as long anymore. We was doing 8, 9 hour streams, and I think we just love playing music in it. So we was doing a lot of streams. I think that's the only thing I can say. I can't really go into too much detail because, like I said, there was a few of us, and now there's only me. So obviously everyone will have their own things to say about it, and I don't really want to speak about people who are not here. So I'll just say I would have said bring in a few more people to delegate a few things, because I was literally learning Streamlabs, learning how to do this, learning how to do that, learning the backgrounds, I was doing so much, and I wish I would have had, say, someone else there who I knew could learn everything I was learning. And as I was learning it, they was learning it. And as I was teaching, they was teaching, so we could bounce off each other. I think I was doing a lot, considering there was a lot of us, and that's not being bad mouth to anybody. It was just I was doing a lot, and I wish the work could have been shared out at the time. And that's all I can say. I don't really want to be going into too much detail. I don't want to be bad mouthing anyone. It's not in my nature. So I wish that's the only thing I would say, that really.
Excellent advice. So thank you, Laney, for giving that gifted sub. Alex, thank you for those 100 bits. DJ Bigman, thank you for 200 bits. Thank you for the follow, CT Francisco 34, DJ Daz. Thank you for that.
Wow.
Thank you for that 5-piece. Let me know what size you want. We have fries, plantains, corn on the cob. Nerd Chris, thank you for those bits. Greta, that gift sub. DJ Vince Adams, thank you again for another gifted sub. Appreciate that. Baby Doll, thank you as well. Dawn P, what's up, Dawn P? Thank you for that sub. Happy 5-month anniversary. Thank you, DJ. It's a DI Bubs. Good. My next question would be, and I'll get to the rest as well. We're at 124%, level 5, 2 minutes left. How has your health and your diet changed since you got sick and improved? Because I know that you made some changes, but it's going to help you in the long run. What kind of changes have you made so far?
Changes. Well, like I said, I overdid it. I know that now. I'm not even really a drinker, but I was over drinking. I've seen that on Twitch. Shots, shots, shots. I got caught up in the, yeah, let me have a drink every time I stream. I'm a smoker. I overdid the smoking. I went from the smoking regular to right. As you see, I've got an emo, which is a smoking emo, which is very popular on Twitch. And every time I hit that emo, I would smoke. And I literally was overdoing it. Like, I am not on UK time anymore. I'm on your time. I am on East. I am on West Side time. I am on PST. I have a lot of followers who are from the West Side. So my body clock is on East Side, West Side time. It's not on UK time. So the changes I had to make, I was literally getting up at UK time, but going bed West Side time. I was going bed at 6, 7, 8, 9 in the morning.
Ooh.
Staying up all night, doing different builds, then heavily smoking, and then having a drink, and then doing it again and doing it again and doing it again. And not too long ago, I ain't gonna lie, it was absolutely scary. My body just started shutting down. I woke up in the middle of the night. In fact, I started feeling it a few weeks before, started getting a pain at the bottom of my back. And I remember, like, I was doing 8, 9 hour streams. I cut my 9 hours down to 8 hours. I cut my 8 hours down to 7 hours. I didn't want to go lower than 7 hours. I just felt it wasn't about what I was making or anything. If you know me, if people know me, they know that I've never been here for the money or the bits or the subs. I love playing music. I know some people. I've met some people who were really having a hard time with lockdown. Whether they lost somebody or anything, and it touched me with nearly everybody I met. Somebody has something in their life. So the reason I did so many long streams is just to keep it going, keep people's spirits going. At the same time, I was overdoing it. So probably about a month now, 5 weeks, I literally woke up with a pain in my back. And it was going from the bottom of my back to the top, and it's like it went around and it stopped here. Not on my heart side. Look, but it stopped here.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on. My whole body felt different. I woke up and I couldn't breathe properly. So obviously, with this COVID thing, it looked like symptoms of COVID. Even though, to me, I'm like, no, I already know I've been heavily smoking. Like, and I realized it within my pocket. Like, no, I'm doing too much with this smoking, and I've gone from being a casual smoker to a very heavy smoker. I went from being a non-drinker to that, apart from having a drink at the weekends when I DJ, to drinking heavily. So my body, I ain't gonna lie, my body started shutting down. My breathing, my temperature, everything. The next day when I woke up, my temperature was in the 40s, late 40s. I was sweating like crazy. I had pain down one side of my body, which automatically thought, am I having a stroke? So, it was so scary. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even want to speak about it because it just gets me emotional. But I lay down on the settee, and I could tell by my wife's face, by the other half's face. You see her, Rachel Shellinz family in the chat. I could see by her face that it was serious. I was literally dripping with sweat. We called the paramedics. They come out. I could see in their face something wasn't right. They checked my temperature. They said, if your temperature does not drop within 15 minutes, you are going to the hospital because this is not normal. So when they went back to the ambulance, I literally stripped all my clothes. I literally opened all my doors, my windows. I'm like, I don't want to go to the hospital. COVID right now, and we've got that little thing, especially obviously it's different in different places. I'm from the UK. I don't want to go to the hospital and be put on no COVID ward. That's what was going through my head. They are not taking me to the hospital. So I literally stripped and I literally opened all my doors and windows, and my temperature went back down within that time of the paramedics coming back up. After that, I literally got prescribed every antibiotic, every drug possible. I was literally on medication all that week. I could not eat. I ate zero food that week. I could not even drink water. My body was literally shutting down on me. which was crazy. Obviously, I had big streams on New Year's Eve. I had big stream. I did a 12-hour stream for my birthday. And I think coming up to the beginning of this year, my body just had enough. I didn't know if it was my lungs. I didn't know what it was. And it literally just knocked me out. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I had the wickedest pain in my body, and I didn't actually think I'll be fit enough to even be streaming again or doing that now. So spoke to my doctor, spoke to the paramedics, and they literally told me I'm overdoing it. They said whatever I'm doing, I am literally overdoing it. I'm not getting enough sleep. I'm not eating enough. I'm smoking too much. I'm drinking too much. I'm literally running my body down. So I literally had to put a hold on everything. Stop streaming. I've literally had to stop smoking now, which I've been smoking for years. I'm kind of finding it hard dealing with it because I've been smoking for so many years, and I've literally gone from smoking heavily to not smoking at all, with no nicotine patches or nothing, just doing it raw. And it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. The drinking part, I'm not too bothered about because I was never really a drinker. I had a drink at the weekends when I was out. I could go out and DJ and literally have one glass and have that one glass all night. But I was at home knocking back bottles, and I drink white rum, Ray and Nephew white rum. So I was literally knocking back bottles. And so I know my body wasn't used to it. I'm not really a big guy. I'm a tall guy. I'm not really a big guy. So my body couldn't take it. And that's what happened. So what changes have I made? No drinking. I've not had one alcoholic beverage in 5 weeks. And to be honest with you, I don't miss alcohol. I'm not a drinker. The smoking, on the other hand, I am missing it because it's my release. It's my, at the end of the day, end of the stream, let me have a smoke. If I can try and change that and get some oil, if I can try and change that and get some oil, then maybe I can go with some oil. You know what I mean? Some oil, yeah. If I can get some oil, maybe I can change that because I think it was the smoking nicotine intake. So yeah, my changes are no smoking, no drinking. I've got a juicer there where my missus is juicing up a lot of stuff for me every day, and doing more exercise. As you know, we've been on lockdown. I've literally gone lazy. So no exercise, no walking up and down, and I'm not getting any younger. So I'll say this to all streamers, get a juicer because our whole body pattern has messed up now. We're on different times. We're not eating. We're not sleeping. I know a lot of streamers who stream every day. I personally can't do it. I have my family. To look after, and it will literally drive me mad if I streamed every day. Not to say I wouldn't do that, but I want people to turn on and think, Shellinz are on. Oh, Shellinz are on. Rather than turn on every day and see Shellinz. I want them to, have that little specialness about it. So I'll say to all streamers, get a juicer. Juice up some fruit, juice up some ginger. I know I always talk about ginger, raw ginger. Get that raw ginger, get some spirulina, get some sea moss, get all that good stuff and juice that stuff up and drink that daily, guys. Guys, trust me. Because what you are missing, that's going to put it back in you. And since I started doing that, I feel like a new man. I feel like a totally different person. In not just my body, in my mind as well. So yeah, that change is a must. If you've all of a sudden started drinking a lot, not eating a lot, not sleeping a lot, heavily smoking, all that, guys, I would say start juicing, start putting that goodness back in your body because it is a big change for us. And we don't know. Sometimes you don't know you've not eaten because you got to get on your stream, and then you got to do that 5-6 hours on your stream, and then you're tired when you finish, and then you go again. I would say just juice, guys. Get some of that goodness in your body because I do not want what happened to me to happen to any other streamer because it was very scary. At the end of the day, you've got to think about your families for the guys who've got families out there, or for the girls, ladies who've got families out there. You've got to think about your families. So, yeah, I'll say the changes are must, definitely.
Yeah. So just so people understand, you have a family, someone you're homeschooling, like you have a family while you were going through all this. So we'll just share that. You don't have to go into the details.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's okay. And if anyone has some connection to some oils, I saw Blend One in the chat. We're going to get you some oil so we can help you along the way.
Well,
What
So
else can
Glenn One is my guy. I've met him. I met him. Call it. I've known him for 9 months now. I've been here for 10 months. I've known Blend for 9 months. DJ Blend's from the Bay Area. Me and him literally speak every single night. It's weird because I've never really had any friends. I didn't know anybody from the West Side, and me and him literally speak every night. He's helped me a lot through the lockdown. I'll say I've helped him a lot through the lockdown. I've got a load of other DJs who I speak to, but he's a guy who I've literally been speaking to from start till now. If a night goes by where we've not spoke, it's a bit weird. Oh, we didn't speak tonight. So he's helped me a lot during this. I know he's a guy who deals with the oils, and he said he's gonna help me with the oils
All right.
to keep me going. So yeah. What was the question? Sorry.
Glenn, I'm going to holler at you too. But that's a different subject for a different day. You have a very, very unique skill where you can be DJing and you have the ability to shout out anyone and everyone that comes to your stream.
Yeah.
How are you able to acquire that skill?
Was that what you asked me before? I'm sure you asked me first.
New question.
I see. All right. So having the ability to shout everybody out. Well, it's mad. If you've been on my channel for a while, you would have known that I was never really the mic man. So I was never really the mic man. There was always a mic man. I've always had a mic man. I've always had a host. Throughout my career, it's weird because I never spoke on the mic. So this is very surreal for me, considering I'm very talkative now and I'm very talkative in my stream, but I never spoke on the mic. I kind of had to adapt to speaking on the mic. So the first few weeks, you would have seen that bit huskiness in my voice because my voice wasn't used to it. Just like if I was a singer who's not used to singing, they're going to start hitting the voice. I started to adapt to speaking on the mic and communicating with the chat. I feel communicating with the chat is very, very important to me. Like I said, I'm not just here for me. I'm not here for me. I'm here for them people in the chat. Right now, the people in the chat, I'm here for these guys. So I had to find the balance of how can I still communicate to my chat while still playing music. Obviously, as you see, when we started, we had an MC. We had other DJs. So it was MCs on. I'm DJing. I would say my few little things. We will bounce off each other. I will come off. Another DJ will come on. Team Shellinz was a brand. Team Shellinz was a host of DJs. Team Shellinz is Mr. Stretch now. So I had to adapt to that. And end of the day, I've been DJing since I was 14 years old. My goal, my ambition is to be a DJ, was to become a DJ, worldwide DJ. I could always talk on the mic for family occasions, but on the big stage or on the camera like now, I could literally never talk on the mic. So I had to adapt. What do I do? Is my stream going to change? Am I going to stop streaming? Or am I going to pick up this mic and am I going to adapt to speaking on the mic? Now, like I said, the importance of my stream is the chat room, is communicating with the chat. I don't care who you are, you're going to get a shout out in the chat. If you're here, if you took time out to be here, then I'm going to take time out to shout out the chat. So I'll have a little section where I'll big up everybody, or I'll have a little section at the beginning of the show where everybody's coming in. I'll say good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'll make sure everybody's welcome. My moderators know that. It's something that we've spoke about. We're just welcoming people in. Obviously, the chat's moving a lot, so I don't expect them to do so much. My moderators, I've got to big them up because they do so much. But that's our thing. Our thing is welcoming everybody with a family, and no matter what nationality you are, no matter what race you are, when you come to my chat, you're getting welcome no matter what part of the world you're from. Like, I've had people say, am I all right with shouting at people from Germany? Of course I am. Like, why won't I be? Obviously, that's the thing with Germany and England. You know, the Germany and the UK thing, that ain't nothing to do with me. You come in my talk, you're going to get a shout out no matter where you're from. And that's very important to me. I want people to come to the chat and feel welcomed. So no matter what part of the world you're from, I have to shout people out. I've had people in my chat saying, could you be quiet now and play some music? Ban. See you later. Ban. Time out. See you later. Do not dictate what I say to my chat because I love the chat. Without the chat, there will be no me. Yes. I always remind the chat. Without you guys, there will be no me. I'm not the big DJ. You guys are. When they leave, then they've left. If they decide not to come in your chat, you have nobody. So I like to make the chat feel special because it is about them. I am here for them. Yeah, people will come in, jump in and jump out to get the shout out or whatever. Either way, I know how Twitch works now. But them core people what are in my chat every single stream, no matter what, from start to finish, I have to make them feel special. You could be a brand new person. You could be the first time you come to the chat. You'll still get that same welcome from the same people who have been there for the past 10 months. We're a family, and I like to keep that family connection in the chat. I like to know every DJ is going to get a shout out no matter where you're from, or every audience is going to get a shout out. So yeah, it's very important for me to not just come here and play music and to communicate, to let them know about me. I get to learn a lot about other people as well. So it's important to me to learn about everybody, because at the end of the day, I've met some good people in here, and my chat's not really a friend thing no more. It's a family, and that's why we've got the Shellinz family emo, because we're kind of like a family now. Like there's people from all over the world who have met each other. Like people have literally become friends in my chat from different parts of the world, and I literally see it in there, and I want to have that family feel in my chat, and yeah, that's why they're very important. So big shout out to the chat, because end of the day, without you guys, there will be no me, and I never let them forget that.
I agree. In your opinion, how have you been able to grow such a strong following from the United States? Like, you have a massive US following for being a UK DJ.
UK DJ. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I love my UK crew. Shout out to my UK crew, but the stats don't lie. I love my UK crew. I never knock my UK crew. I see a lot of them in the chat, but the stats don't lie. My stats right now say 45% USA. And then it says 20, it says something like 28% Canada. And then it says 22% UK. And then Germany, and then it goes down from there. It's weird. I'm from the UK. I'm not the biggest DJ in the UK. Team Shellinz is not the biggest crew in the UK. We are very well known, but I will not say I am the biggest DJ. I put on the biggest nights. I can name a lot of DJs what are bigger than me in the UK. But for the US crowd, I really don't know. Obviously, when I met like the guys like from the West Side, like your DJ Blends and that from the West Side, I started getting a lot of that West Side crowd coming to me. Same with Canada, when I started meeting like the likes of, say, DJ White Gold, the likes of Selector Jinx, the likes of I Am Chris Dobbs, people like that. I started getting a lot of Canadian audience, but they were already there. So it's kind of like, how do I explain having a bigger US audience? I don't know. I can only put it down to the US has a bigger audience on Twitch, full stop.
Yes.
Like there's still people in the UK what say, what's a Twitch? Yo, sorry, big shout out to the New York crew. I see yous out there. I'm not just bigging up the West Side, by the way. Big shout out to the New York crew. Big shout out to the Miami crew, the Boston crew. Big up to the whole of USA. I know you know that I shout the Bay out a lot, and I don't want to be singling you out. So big shout out to everybody in the UK and everybody in the US. Because at the end of the day, the stats don't lie. The US is at the top of my stats. But I'll break it down like this. I think the US has a bigger market than the UK on Twitch, because people still in the UK saying, what's a Twitch? There's DJs on there saying, oh, I don't need to go on there just because they maybe have something good going on Instagram, and I'm not the guy to promote it to them. That's their business. If they don't want to be here, they don't want to be here. I've noticed since this year started, there's been an influx of DJs from the UK on Twitch now, and some of their followers are finding me, probably come up with their recommendations. So I'll say again, I think the USA and Canada have a bigger audience on Twitch than the UK. So I think they're finding me more. The UK, like I ain't gonna lie, you've had 2 UK DJs in there today. I think I've been in the chats a few times, but we have a different audience. Like what I've noticed with the UK on here, every UK DJ has a different audience. I've got my audience. DJ Mark Opfer's got his audience. What's the other DJ was on there before?
Sam
Sorry,
Tweaks. Sam Tweaks.
Sam Tweets. Sorry, I've seen Sam Tweets got his 45 audience. Then you've got the Next Man from the UK, different audience. DJ Volatile, different audience. DJ Spoonie, who's a big DJ in the UK, but it's not really, predominant on Twitch. He comes on there and boom, he has a big audience, but he's a massive DJ in the UK. Who else can I mention without, like, Ray Domingo? And like most of these guys I've never met before in my life. I ain't gonna lie, every single DJ I've met on Twitch from the UK, I've never met them before in my life, and I've never heard of them. That's not a disrespect.
Yeah.
Manchester's Manchester, London's London, Birmingham's Birmingham, Leicester's Leicester. We unless you know a DJ like that, we don't really link. But every DJ, every UK DJ I've noticed is at their own different crowd. I would say my chat has more of a US and Canadian crowd with the UK. But yeah, I think with saying that, bit by bit, I've been going into a few of the DJs' chats and seeing a whole different audience. So that's what I've noticed on there. So I've noticed there is a UK audience out there. Maybe they just don't know me or come to my channel, or maybe I just don't play what they want to hear. So I don't know. My music's very. I play a very mixture of music, whether it's the latest R&B to the old school R&B, whether it's the latest reggae music to the newest, whether it's the latest dance, or whether it's house music, whether it's funky house music. So I say I have a different audience, and I think the music I play is drawing different people. Like me and Mark Oxford don't play the same music, but I love going into stream. And I was a vinyl DJ. I've come from vinyl, so I love that whole vinyl feel. You know what I mean? He plays a lot of the old school stuff. Times where I'm like, I'm chilling. I want to listen to Mark Oxford today. There's another day where I'm like, you know what? I want to listen to that DJ today. So yeah. I have a different variety of music, and I will listen to a different variety of audience. But I know when it comes to the UK, we literally all split. Like I've seen the Canadian link, there's Canadian links, right? Canadian raids. I've seen the USA link, the USA raids, but I just don't think the UK has a link on Twitch. Like DJ Volatile, big shout to DJ Volatile. He just put a raid on what's starting tomorrow. I'm only going to be doing once a month instead of every week because I didn't really, I've got to ease myself back into this. Yeah. And this is actually going to be the first time I've linked with the UK DJs. And everybody says it, why don't the UK DJs link? We literally just come from different places and we have different audiences. And slowly but surely we've linked in. Like DJ Volatile is a guy who I like going into his chat. I love his vibe. And slowly but surely it looks like the UK DJs are linking. I don't know why, considering that we've got a smaller audience. I don't know why we've not linked, but maybe maybe I'll link up with some of the UK DJs. I've got a lot of respect for the UK DJs. So DJ Volatile looks like he's kicked it off. He's kicked it off for the UK DJs to be linking. So once again, big shout out to DJ Volatile.
In addition to like the train raid party you're gonna do, what's next for Stretch and Team Shellinz, specifically when we get out of the pandemic and we're not on lockdown anymore? Will you continue on Twitch? How will Twitch fit into your DJ world?
Well, with the raid trays, apart from the last Saturday, which was the All-Star DJs raid in the Bay Area, DJ Volatile's raid is going to be the first raid I've actually been involved in, other than putting on my own raid. Mm-hmm. As you know, I've literally done so many hours. I couldn't do nobody's raid train. They're like, Stretch, can you come and play an hour for us? An hour. I'm still welcoming my guests in an hour. Like, I was set. I'm still welcoming my guests, so I've never gone in nobody's raid train. There's my raid plan raid email. I've never gone in nobody's raid train because I do so much, and I just felt like when I first come here, it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I literally turned my weekender into a raid. Reason being, I was doing so many hours. How it started was I would offer a DJ an hour out of my raid. And I think the first DJ, if I'm right, the first DJ who got that was DJ Daddy Rolo. I think he was the first DJ. If I got that, if I'm right, it was a Sunday. Was playing reggae music. Me and him got linked through DJ Blend again. I said, right, you want to do an hour? You do an hour, send it me back in an hour. I can get to chill out. Remember, I'm doing 8-hour streams. So at the time, I thought, I don't want to cut my hours down because I'm loving this. How the hell am I going to get to have a little break? So I will call DJs and say, oh, what you doing? Nothing. You want to do an hour? And then the day, they were like, 130 people, 140, 150, 200 people. Yeah, I'll do an hour. All right. You're going to do an hour. I'm going to chill out for an hour or two. It started off like 2 hours. I'm going to chill out for an hour or two. And then I'm going to come back after that hour. You keep the raid and send me back the raid. And then I ended up changing my raid into a weekend raid. I started adding DJs like DJ White Gold, DJ Unique Illusions. Shout out to DJ Unique Illusions. Can't forget him as well. He's been there from day one. Started adding DJs to my raids. Selector Jinx. Some of the all-star DJs. I started adding DJs to my raids. I'm making that become my weekender. So, yeah. And then obviously, when I took the illness the other day, now my streams have gone down to 4 hours. Where people are like, "Your stream's gone down to 4 hours. I only do 3 hours. That's enough." Yeah, I cut my stream down to 4 hours. And even now, when I'm ready to raid out, I'm starting to see. Remember, I used to go till 1 a.m. in the morning. I go to 11 p.m. now. So as I'm raiding out, I'm getting people just turning up.
Yeah.
As I'm raiding out. So really, I could be greedy and say, no, I'm going to continue. But I've got to remember what happened to me. I've got to remember, right, don't burn yourself out, Stretch. Keep going. So going to your question, I ain't going to lie, Twitch has turned me from a very well-known DJ in the UK because I've come from sound systems and it wasn't just Stretch and Team Shellinz. I was in Classic Sound for 10 years. That's a very big sound in Jamaica and in the UK. So saying that, Twitch has literally turned me into a global DJ overnight. I'm very, very, very grateful to Twitch. Big shout out to anyone from Twitch who's tuned in right now. I ain't gonna lie, I'm very grateful to Twitch because I've gone from a well-known DJ in the UK to a global DJ around the world. I've had so many bookings from when the lockdown's over, especially from Canada. Like, I ain't gonna lie, Canada, wow. The people in Canada, I've had so many promoters who have called my phone and said, Stretch, we need this here. After lockdown, we need this here. I've had so much support from Canada. I know that's a place I want to be. Same with America. I've had so much support, so many DJs booking me. So, well, where do I go from there when the world opens back? I don't think I'll ever leave Twitch. Mm-hmm. What my plans are is to stream my events. I do a lot of events in Manchester. I also bring artists. The very last artist I brought was Blackstreet. And I've become very good friends with Chauncey Black. Shout to Chauncey Black out of Blackstreet or the Vegas crew. I've become very good friends with Chauncey Black from Blackstreet. And basically I brought them to Manchester. They went to London, they went to Birmingham, they went everywhere. But it just seemed like the Manchester event was special to them. They've done a concert. I have a night called Love 90s. I've been doing that for 12 years. Love 90s R&B. So instead of doing a concert for Blackstreet, I done Love 90s R&B featuring Blackstreet. So they got that party atmosphere. So instead of coming on concert time, they came on at 2 a.m. Everybody's already for them. So me and Chauncey kept up that relationship to say, right, Stretch, when Blackstreet come back to Manchester or come back to the UK, we can't play for anybody in Manchester anymore. Your hospitality was too good. Since doing that, I got calls from Montel Jordan's manager, Ashanti's manager, Donald Jones. I started to get a lot of calls like that. So before lockdown, I wanted to start turning my events into not just club nights, to concert nights. And then lockdown happened. So, you know, a lot happened with a lot of us. So answering your question, I would want to what my plans are when I do start going into the clubs is to stream every event I do. If I can do, I'm going to stream every single event I'm going to have. Obviously, if I can't stream the artist stuff, through copyrights or whatever, that's cool. But any other events I do, whether it's my Love 90s event, whether it's my dancehall event, whether it's any event I do, I'm looking to stream every event. So the people who have been supporting me through lockdown can finally see what I do. They'll be basically coming to the club for free. You know what I mean? They're literally going to see it. So everybody from around the world who doesn't know what I do can see it, because I know that's going to probably entice them to get on that plane and come to the UK and come and party with me. So Twitch has been good to me, and I don't think me just getting up and leaving and going back to my life. There's a lot of people out there what are not going to want to go back to the clubs. There's a lot of people what don't go to the clubs and happily sitting in the house and having their parties. Like, I've done so many streams for people, and they've literally had birthday parties. I've done 50th, I've done 40th, I've done 30th birthday parties in this 10 months on Twitch. People are like, Stretch, we're having a party tonight. Everyone's been, we've invited our 10 people we've allowed in the house, and we've told everybody else, and we've told everybody on Zoom, this is our party. So I don't think I'll ever leave Twitch. I think I'm just going to keep offering Twitch more, keep offering that audience what was here supporting me through lockdown and keeping me going, keeping me sane. I don't think I can just take that away from them and say, right, I've got what I've got out of it now. See you later. No, I think I'm here for the long run. A lot of people have asked me that, and I'm here for the long run. I want to give more. I want to give more. Like, as I said, I can bring artists here. So instead of bringing that artist to the radio station, I want to bring them to here. Before, say, for instance, Blackstreet. Before Blackstreet performs tonight in Manchester, I've got them here on my stream. Here's Blackstreet right here for your face, people. And that's kind of what I bring back. I want to bring that back for the people, to let them know I appreciate the support throughout lockdown, and also to bring something to them where they're like, wow, not seen this before. Yep, I'm going to bring artists here. I'm going to have artists performing. And that's what I want to do for this channel. I want to turn this channel into the side part of what I do as promotion. So everybody gets to see the behind the scenes, the artists and things like that. So Twitch has been good for me. Yeah, man.
All right. I know a DJ, me, who would love to come to the UK and open up for your artists as well. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna put that out there.
100%. Because one thing about the UK is, and this is what I'm gonna bring to my events, you don't really see DJs from abroad. You get a lot of DJs from Jamaica, but you never go to an event and say, special guest DJ from Los Angeles. You never really see that. So I've met so many people from abroad. This is what I want to do, as well as the UK. But I've met so many people, like, I ain't gonna lie, I want a DJ Blend or a Daddy Roll or a Selector Jinx or a Mark Oxford or a I Am Chris Stubbs. Like, sorry, DJs, or I'm not mentioning all the names, like, or a DJ Volatile, or I want them DJs on my event. So I ain't gonna lie, going forward, like, I work with a lot of big clubs. I don't really work with the clubs, the little 300, 400, 500. No disrespect to anyone who works with the clubs, but I work with the O2 arenas. Most of my events over the past few years, I've been at the O2 arenas, and I've built up a good reputation with the O2 arenas. And as you know, there's O2 arenas all around the UK. So my plan is to continue with that. I've built up a good reputation with these guys now. There's about 4 different O2s in Manchester alone. They start at like 1,500 capacity and they go up. So my regular club night is 1,500 people. I want to kind of expand that to the 2,000 to the 2,500 and expand that. And I want to bring these DJs from Canada, from the USA. That alone is going to sell out my events. I don't think people are going to really, get a grasp of, Stretch really brought the DJ from Canada from Twitch, or he really brought the DJ from America from Twitch. And trust me, that's what I want to do. A lot of them have already said to me, Stretch, say the word, we will jump on that plane. I said, right, once you jump on that plane, I will look after you, and you will be getting you'll be getting a proper wage because it's business, and you'll be also building up a good clientele in the UK. So trust me, don't rule it out, because I want as much DJs from the USA on my event. I'll let you into a little something. Whether somebody tries to do it or not, I'm confident in what I do. I do Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Team Shellinz go live weekender on Twitch. I've been doing it from the first week, from week 1 to now week 46 this week. That is my aim. My aim is to do this exact event as one of my events. So Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, a whole weekend of one event. I've kind of got a few venues, but I'm not saying too much in case, some promoters try and go and book it. So I've got the places where I want to do it, and I want to do a weekender. That's when I can do the night I want to do, rather than just one event. That's when I know on the Friday it could be Imani Experience is going to be doing a set on the Friday, as well as that DJ. On the Saturday, such and such a DJ. On the Sunday, such and such a DJ. It's going to be Uptown Lockdown. It's going to be Isolation Party. It's going to be Shellinz and Chill. Exactly what I'm doing here, I want to take to the club. Probably not my first event, because I know everybody just wants to get out. So my first event in Manchester, most of these clubs, I never cancelled anything through COVID. If you cancelled your event, it was kind of like, well, you cancelled it. I didn't cancel nothing. So right now, the O2s owe me a lot of dates.
Yes, they do.
They owe me a lot of dates. So my first event, I just want to do a big event for everybody to come and party and come and see us. But my long-term goal is putting on this same weekend of what I do and bringing it to life. You know what I mean? And I even want a stream room. I've even thinking of it. While the event's going on, there's a stream room for a DJ, right? I'm going to go and jump on my page. Yo, people, I'm in the UK. I'm streaming in the UK right now. Raid into the Team Shellinz page. What's keeping the event? Yeah. So I've been, even though it's, nothing's open yet, I'm a promoter by heart. I've literally had my whole job taken away from me. Everything I've done, paying bills, looking after my family, I actually had everything taken away from me. So I want to add that element to when I've already been putting pen to paper to say, right, I'm already planning my events. I'm just waiting for the world to open again to say, here's my events in plan. So I've literally got it all there. It's just when it happens. We don't know when it's going to happen yet. So when it happens, it happens. In the meantime, I'll just continue to do what I'm doing.
Keep doing. All right, couple more things. I have a couple more questions for you. First off, Gary T. Coleman, thank you for the follow. DJ Volatile, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Speaker Freaka, thank you for the follow. I know a lot of DJs look up to you. And what advice do you give to them when they ask you, say, if they're like, oh, Stretch, I'm hitting kind of a plateau. I really want to make partner, grow my channel, but it's just not happening. What advice do you give to them to help them keep going?
Right. So DJs who are trying to make partner, it's not really happening for them. Well, I've had a lot of experience with that now with what I do. A lot of DJs I met who I still am tight with now, who I started raiding to, were not partners before I started raiding to them. Not to say me raiding into them made them partner. I'm not going to come on your channel and say, well, I raided them and I made them partner. Oh, wait. Big shout to Selector Jinx, who made partner today.
Right, congrats.
Not yourself. Congrats. Selector Jinx made partner today. I don't think he's told anybody yet, but guess what? I'm telling everybody, bro. So, oh, there he is. Big up yourself, Selector Jinx. Right. I brought Selector Jinx into my raid a few months ago. His numbers weren't massive, his numbers weren't big, but I loved his vibe. Remember how I started? I started raiding DJ Enterprise. He had 9 people in his chat before I met him. He started growing his channel from there. Not to say I wouldn't raid a DJ with 500, but why not raid that DJ with 9? That is just how I am. Listen, if I see 2 people sat at a table and one person's got a big belly eating load of food and one person's hungry, I'm going to look and think, let me go and sit with the hungry guy and I'm going to share my food with the hungry guy. That is just the person I am. Not to say I wouldn't raid into a DJ with 200, 300, 400 people, because I have done. But my motto was raiding into the DJs with the smaller numbers. That was just my motto. So what would I say? I would say, first of all, stop thinking about this partner thing, because I've seen that it's ruining a lot of DJs, because their main aim is they need to get the followers, they need to get the partners. So I feel they're overdoing it. Remember why you came here. and I don't know about yous, but I came here to play music. I didn't know about bits. I didn't know about subs. I didn't know about partner. If your mind starts going into, you need to get this partner, you need to hit your quota, you need to get these bits, then the love for playing music is gonna go. I say just keep being you. Stop all this road to partner thing, road to partner, because people are gonna see that and think, all right, you're on a road to partner, and if you don't get the partner, you're gonna be disappointed because you're gonna be constantly looking at them views. I'm thinking, I'm not hitting my views. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go on two times a day. I'm gonna go on 3 times a day. And to me, what are you getting out of going on 3 times a day? Because I go on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I started doing a Wednesday because I'm like, I'm missing playing music. What can I do on a Wednesday? Let me do Wind Back Wednesdays and play nothing but 90s. That's my favorite. That's my favorite era, favorite music. But do I want to do a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday? No, not really. I have a raid called the Island Raid, which is on a Friday. No, it's on a Thursday. So that's every now and again. Every month we'll do that. So I can keep, basically, I want to keep myself exclusive. I wanted to keep myself to the weekends and keep myself to 1 day a week during the week so I can say hi to people and then come back on at the weekend. So for any streamer out there what's not hitting partner, what's not hitting their numbers, I say keep going, keep doing what you're doing. I would say try and link with some DJs what have a similar audience to yourself and are playing a similar music to yourself. Like there's no point me as a DJ what's got big numbers playing hardcore dancehall one night, sending a DJ a raid what's maybe a scratch or a cutter. I'm not a scratch or a cutter. I'm a juggler. I literally mix and blend. So if you're a hardcore cutter what's playing hardcore hip hop and scratching the hell out of music, not knocking that, I would love to do that, by the way. But if you are that type of DJ, then I'm not going to send my hardcore dancehall crowd to a DJ what's playing hip hop, what's playing cuts, just because I want him to get the numbers to get the partner, because the people are not going to stay. And then that DJ is going to feel disheartened. Why didn't they stay? It's not like they didn't like you. It's because they were just listening to hardcore dancehall. The girls were just throwing out the peaches. They can't throw out the peaches in it. You know what I mean? So I would say, don't get disheartened. I would say, forget this road to partner. Just do what you got to do. Just come on and entertain and play music. But I will say, try and find a set of DJs. Try and find a set of DJs who play the similar music to yourselves. And also, you've kind of got to get on with them DJs. You kind of got to have something in common. If you've not got nothing in common and it's about the raid, it'll eventually fall apart. I would say, find DJs with something in common and maybe speak to them and maybe say, listen, you've got 50, I've got 50, you've got 30, I've got 60, I've got 70. Let's build a little something between us, because we're all playing, like say for instance, I don't know, there's a DJ out there what's a reggae DJ. Probably only gets 30 DJs, but he's a reggae DJ, but he knows a lot of other reggae DJs. Then they're the people we really need to be speaking to. Maybe speak to one or a few reggae DJs, kind of see what's up, kind of feel them out, see if he's getting a little raid with each other, and kind of build each other's channel that way. Same with what's his name again? Specs?
Sam Tweaks? Sam Tweaks?
Why do we keep forgetting your name? Sam Tweaks.
Yeah, you won't forget it now.
Sam Tweaks, I apologize. I will not forget your name, Sam. Like, obviously, Sam Tweaks, I was listening to him before, and he's saying he's got he plays the 45s, and I know 45s Kings. I'm a big fan of 45 Kings. Maybe there's there's a group of people who love that vibe, and getting in with that group of people, you're all gonna love each other's vibe. Like I play reggae music on a Sunday. Yesterday I raided Selector Jinx playing reggae music. From Selector Jinx, we raided, this wasn't really planned, we raided Chris Stubbs playing reggae music. So everybody was getting that reggae music vibe. Like it worked. Like I probably want to put someone in there what was playing something out of the ordinary because people wanted to hear that. And that's what I say with the DJs who are trying to build up. Forget that road to partner. Remember why you came here. Just stick to entertaining people. And if you can find a little crew what have the same music, same music mind of yourself, kind of link up with them. Get a little raid going on. You don't need to overdo it. Get a little raid going on. And I will say this. Can I say this about raids?
Yes, go ahead.
And I'll say this. If you put in a raid together, like this is my rule with raids, and this is why I have to handpick DJs who come into my raids. Not everybody follows this rule, but this is one of my rules. All right, I've put a raid on. You see that day for every DJ belongs to that raid. Yeah. So I put the island to island raid. The island to island raid is DJs who play dancehall, bashment, reggae, soca, reggaeton, Afro beats, everything island vibes in it. Your reggae music, your music from Africa. For the culture, what people say in my chat. Oh, you play music for the culture. All right. So on that day, I expect from the DJs, but I will let them know. Forget your set today. Whatever you do on a Thursday, whatever you do on that Thursday, forget it for this day. We want to hold. This is the island raid. So from the first DJ turns on, and there's 8 DJs in the raid, we all host that DJ. The next DJ, we all host the next DJ. And we keep it going. That means every DJ's audience is getting built up. And as the raid is coming along, the raid's getting bigger and bigger. And people may be used to that DJ going on that day. But that DJ is not on that day. But he's hosting another page because he was in the raid. And that will build up everybody's audience. What I hate with a passion, and I will say it, and I don't care, I don't feel no way about saying it, is a DJ being in a raid. So there's 5 DJs, 6 DJs in a raid. That DJ starts, 4 DJs down, that DJ's come back on.
Oh.
I've seen it. I don't understand why the leaders of that raid let that happen, because that DJ's crowd, what started with yous and have been rolling with yous, the minute that DJ comes back on, his people are not going to be bothered about that DJ, that 4th DJ, that 5th DJ, because guess what? Our guy's back on. So we're back over here. I've seen it happen to too many times. And then people wonder why the raid doesn't work. It doesn't work because you're allowing DJs to destroy your raid. Any DJ, and I'll say it now because trust me, Imani, I've got hundreds of DJs asking if they can be involved in my raids. Mm-hmm. Rule number 1, the day of my raid belongs to the raid. So if you want to do your set during another man's set after you've done your set during the raid, after we've all sent you our crowd, then it's kind of a disrespect to me and every other DJ. So I'll put it out there now. Any DJ wants to join my raid, you can't be going back on to do your set in the evening just because that's what you do. You're gonna that means that you got no respect for that other DJ in the raid or the other 3 DJs in the raid what are gonna continue. So yeah, I've seen that a lot, and it's very important to grow in your channel. You can't grow your channel in a raid unless everybody in that raid supporting you, and that's very important. Sorry.
No. But well said. Got 2 more questions for you. What piece of technology that you've acquired after quarantine can you now no longer live without?
What 2 pieces?
Okay, go ahead. You can say 1 or 2.
Sorry. What did you say? Sorry.
1 or 2 pieces of technology that you've acquired since you've been streaming.
Since streaming, what I couldn't do without. Well, I already had a controller. I already had my laptops. I already had a PC. I actually never ever had a webcam. Never had a webcam. I didn't even like being on camera, believe it or not, considering I'm so talkative. But I never had a webcam before, and I never had a sound card. And I've now realized the importance of having a very good sound card. I have a complete audio too. I never realized the importance of having a good sound card. I don't think I could ever live without having a good sound card now to deliver the quality of music, what's going out, or just the quality of music I'm hearing in my house. Like, just having that sound card alone, the quality of music has just changed. That's made me buy better speakers. But I say the sound card and a webcam, because I didn't even like being in front of a camera, and now I'm very comfortable with being in front of a camera now. So yeah, a sound card and a camera, and these
Awesome.
millions of lights.
My final question for you, and then we'll review your
Yeah,
schedule and we'll go on a raid,
yeah.
is what can we do as your chat, as your audience, to help you so that you don't overextend, you don't burn yourself out again? How can we help you stay healthy?
Um, I'm not too sure, I think I'm not too sure. I think that's really something that I need to take serious. I know obviously the chat have a lot of time for me. My chat have a lot of time for me. They will recommend things I should probably take, like some things I probably should use. Whether it's I don't know, whether it's something I don't know. Like say for instance, I didn't know about CMOS or spirulina and anything like that. I see people in my chat saying, "Oh, Stretch, you should try this ITO, you should try that ITO." I'm a very ITO guy. I'm not a takeaway guy. So before all this, I don't eat from McDonald's, KFC, Burger King. I don't really eat from it. I've cut down on me. I've even cut down on my takeaways now. I've had to tell my missus, let's cut down on the takeaways. Let's try and cook more. Let's try and eat more ITO food. So my chat, the chat is so amazing. Just being there, like we laugh and we joke, and I've even broke down on my stream a lot because I still can't believe that there's people around the world that just support little old me in Manchester. So I think that's the chat just being themselves. What keeps me motivated. Like even now, I've cut my streams down to 4 hours, and after my 4 hours, I'm literally like, so I'm restless. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was gonna jump on the stream before, do an hour pop up, raid into you, and then just come straight in, just to do a little something because I'm like, I'm getting very restless. But I ain't gonna lie, my chat and the people that come in my chat every week, just their words alone, just to say, Stretch, the way you've uplifted us, Stretch, do another hour, Stretch. Just all the words, everything that the chat say to me is uplifting to me. Like they don't know how much they keep me going. Like really, just the words, just being there, just subscribing, just to have that one emote, just to say we want to drop that Shellinz fam, or even if they've not got it, just being there saying, "Wow, DJ, you've really rocked my mood today. You really uplift my spirits today." I say the same thing every week, people. Don't let lockdown be your lockdown. I didn't know anything about Streamlabs, OBS, and StreamYard, which we're on now, and all these things. I didn't know about it, and I've literally learned something brand new. And every day, or every week, you probably see something new on the stream. That's because I've sat there and learned something new, and I thought, right, let me add this. So I'll say to the chat room who keep me motivated, for me to keep them motivated, just to find something new to do in your home. I'm not saying completely change your life, because end of the day, I've had my government tell me I need to go out and get a job at Amazon. I'm a promoter and I'm a DJ. So no, I will just continue my Twitch until I'm ready. So from a chat, I would say just keep being you guys, because you guys really keep me going through my chat. We have banter, we have laughs, we talk about things. They tell me about certain foods I should do. They tell me about certain things I should or should not do. And I can tell that the chat are truly genuine and truly respect what I do. And even when I was ill, I could see the worry and the support in people's face. I had people breaking down like, "Wow, Stretch, you've kept me going. Who's going to keep me going?" Which motivated me to come back. So I got a lot of time for the chat. I got a lot of time for everybody who comes in the chat, whether they're just coming for a shout out or whether they're genuinely there to be there and love what I do. And that's all I want from the chat. Just to be yourself. Don't try and change for me. You don't need to tell me I'm the best DJ on Twitch. You don't need to do all that, because I'm just here to support,
Okay.
support and support the DJ and support the chat and support the people. So yeah.
All right. Well, I just want to say, amazing interview. Thank you so much. I appreciate your transparency, your honesty, the advice. It's been a pleasure. So I'm glad you accepted the interview. You weren't nervous at all. You did tremendous.
I wasn't too sure about accepting it because I'm like, oh, what am I gonna say? I'm gonna make a fool of myself. I'm gonna say too much. Can I
No,
just
no,
say
no.
a few shout outs? Can I shout out all my moderators in the chat, my
Yes,
Shellinz family?
please do.
And can I also shout out my team Shellinz gamers? Because
Yes.
I have a gaming page. I'm a big gamer, and I thought, right, what else can I do on here? And to cut a long story short, we've got a gaming page. The gaming page is affiliate now. I've got all the 5 emotes, and I've got Chris Team Shellinz Gaming. He's like the general of it, and I've got a lot of people who spin off that. So shout to my moderators, my Shellinz family. Shout to my Team Shellinz gamers, and shout to all the DJs that I've linked with. I don't want to start calling them out because if I miss any, then they're gonna sit at home and say, "How come Stretch didn't shout me out?" So shout out to every single DJ what comes in my chat and parties with me and raves with me every week. I appreciate you guys a lot. And shout out to everybody what comes in the chat. I appreciate you guys. Maximum respect.
So stay there. I want to say thank you, Gareth Tunes, for the bits. Also, Gareth Tunes, thank you for seeking out Stretch and telling him about Twitch, because he would not be here without you. So we really appreciate you. So thank you. Shy Guy B, thank you for the follow. DJ Stinks Oh Fresh. I love that name. Thank you for the follow. Nerd Chris, thank you for that. Thank you for that sub. DJ Chill Will, thank you for the follow. DJ Volatile, thank you to Nerd Chris for gifting that sub. Cuisine Campbell, thank you for the follow. Daddy Rolo HDTV, thank you for the follow. All right, so Stretch, let's decide together who we want to raid next. We're going to decide together. So let's see who's on we can raid. You can tell me, we can look at it and see.
We're going to raid next.
Ones and hearts to put Stretch's emotes in the chat as a thank you. Just really appreciate
Big
it.
shout to everyone in the chat. Maximum respect. I'm sorry I can't say all your names. This ain't my show, so I don't want to take over the show. But big shout to everybody in the chat, man. And once again, the one person I want to shout out, Gareth Tunes. Yes. If it wasn't for this guy, I'll never be on Twitch. This guy literally came out of his comfort zone, came to a stranger's house and literally set up. And to be honest with you, I never mentioned this. This sound card, what I've got, Gareth literally said, here's a sound card, set it up. I've tried to offer him money for it. He will not take the money. He's just happy that, he's been a part of this journey. So Gareth Tunes, I could not do this without you. And we're going to do big things, and I'll never forget what you've done for me, bro. Never, ever forget what you've done for me. So big up.
Amen. Thank you.